Well, I sold hot dogs once. 2 jobs in my whole life. I've been a boss jock for 17 years, and the 2 years before that, when I was in high school, I sold hot dogs in Yankee Stadium. I worked the whole 1967 season. Mickey Mantle was still playing. And half of the 1968 season when I went off to become a boss jock. You didn't just walk around going, hello, hot dog, would anyone like a hot dog? I mean, you're asking for a packing. You had to go out there and go, hey, hot dog, hey, dog, hey, dog, hey, hot ones, hey, dogs, hey, dogs, hey, hey. Or when you sold beer, it was, hey, you didn't just say, a beer, anyone? Anyone like a beer? Or, you're begging to be on the receiving end of something nasty if you go around. You gotta be bold. You gotta be, hey, hot dog, hey, dog, hey, hot dog, yeah. Back in the Bronx. Sure, my mama called me Nino Greaseman, but in Yankee Stadium they knew me as Johnny Rico. And brother, I flat knew how to sell some dogs. I mean, I was like one-handed. I'd pick up that bun, skewer that dog, slap it on there, a little crowd, a little mustard, bingo. I'd have the people pass it down the aisle. We don't worry about sanitary conditions back in those days. I remember one time I walked along, some guy goes, hey boy, you there, merchant? And he hits me in the back with a quarter that he threw at me. He said, a dog please and pronto. I'm thinking, who's this hotshot calling me boy, throwing quarters and making demands? So I skewered him a dog. I turned my back. I said, and then I gobbed on the sauerkraut and I passed it down. 15 people handled that dog before that man got it. I was about to turn away when this woman touched my leg and said, young man. And I looked at her and I thought, oh, Nella! Instantly! Oh! Yeah, she said, I'd like a hot dog, please. My hands were shaking. My knees were wobbling, man. My heart was pounding. Needless to say, I was dead hot. She obviously was aware of the effects she was having on me. She was kind of enjoying it, making sure her shoulder brushed my thigh as I prepared her dog. Then I got an idea. I figured, what the hell, no guts, no glory. Turned my back on her and I unlimbered that bad boy and placed him deftly in the bun. I garnished liberally with mustard. I piled the sauerkraut on high. I gave it a little squeeze and presented it to her piping hot. She took it hungrily. She nibbled. And then her eyes opened wide when she realized what I had done. At first I could see shock. Then I could see amusement. And then I could see raw desire. I stood there. Somebody said, hey, buddy, down in front, you're blocking the view. Huh? Come on. Come on, I want to see Moose Scour. I said, all right, easy, buddy, easy. Be out of your way. The ladies, I want to make sure the lady enjoys her dog here. Is it done to your specifications, madam? She said, oh, young man, it's delightful. I said, take your time, ma'am, and savor that thing. And sure enough, fortunately, Mickey Mantle grounded out. There was a roar of the crowd, and no one heard or noticed my convulsing. Oh, it was bliss. And then, I just, tidied up and went on my way, continued my rounds. It was the most unusual, and the neatest part of, when I got back to the kitchen, the cook says, hey, how's business? I said, great. I sold 35 dogs and a bag of nuts.